Good morning on this lovely Thursday morning. It's been a while since I had a bit of a vlog, so there's a few things I want to chat about today. I've checked out some of your practicals. In general, the practicals are on quite a high standard. Things that really need some attention is micro skills. I've sent out previous workshops to you guys to just check them out. Also, if you want to learn more about micro skills, look at your blue book, the Ivy and Zalaquist book. It's really a brilliant book, especially the micro skills. One micro skill that most of you don't look into is the paraphrasing one. So if you can just look a bit more on paraphrasing. We have a saying in counseling that when in doubt, paraphrase. So when you get a bit stuck as a counselor and you don't know where to go with your client, just paraphrase the last things they said. Let's say the client will say, "I was so upset with my boss," and then there's silence, and then you as a counselor will say, "So, you were so upset with your boss." And that might be just a cue for your client to go and say, "You know, he always does this and this and this and this." And so it's just a cue. But also remember, in counseling, silence is good. You don't have to fill everything with talking. We don't have to fill. Silence is good. Sometimes it's good to just hold the silence. Sometimes when you sit with a client and I sit with you and say, "You know, I'm so upset with what my parents did. My mom used to do this," and then you can say, "Okay, I want you for a moment to just sit with that feeling. Just sit with that feeling of what your mom did." And then after you let them sit for a while, you say, "Okay, how do you feel about what did you experience while sitting with that feeling for a while?" We don't always have to just be straight on talking the whole time. There's a lot of silence. There's a lot of use of self. What do you experience when you counsel someone? One thing that I experience a lot is when I counsel a couple, especially when I do couples counseling, is that I experience tenseness in my body, especially my shoulders get really tense. And sometimes I will actually call my client on it and say, "Why do I feel tense in my shoulders? What are you experiencing at the moment that's causing you to feel so tense?" So use yourself, use your body language. What do you experience inside of you while you're counseling your client? Because you are in a counseling relationship with your client. You're busy journeying with your client. So you're not just there. We're not like a psychologist that go in, examine the person, explain what's going on, make a diagnosis. A counselor journeys. Counseling is about the heart. What do you experience? Not only what do you experience as a client, but also what do you experience as a counselor? And that's why in counseling it's very important to do a lot of self-reflection. In the coming weeks I'm going to do a workshop on self-reflection and on reflection. And you'll find that is a great tool in counseling. I would never see a client and not spend time afterwards reflecting on what I experienced. So I just want to motivate you today and say that look into your micro skills. Also, there's also a thing called macro skills. And we don't focus a lot on macro skills because macro skills are those intuitions, those gut feelings. But for your pracs, make sure that you have the micro skills under control. Open questions, closed questions, use of self. Where do you see what's happening? What's happening in you? What do you experience? How are your open questions? How are your closed questions? Reflection of feeling. Those things are really, really important. And the more you practice them, the better you become. I found in the beginning that paraphrasing was a big issue for me because it felt weird. It felt weird to almost repeat what your client says. But the more you do it, the better it becomes, the better skilled you become, and the less silence issues or awkward moments there are. When in doubt, paraphrase. And then something very interesting for everyone that goes into the unit CHCCSL006, you will see that there's a few textbooks or learner guides for ACT, for CBT, but there's nothing for PCT. PCT is actually hidden in Learner Guide 6, the one that says Introduction to Counseling Theories. If you look into Introduction to Counseling Theories, Learner Guide 6, you will find PCT is there. Later today I'm actually going to do a workshop here in Beenley on PCT. I will record it, I'll place it on Facebook. I will send you the links, and hopefully then you can get more info on the fact of PCT, person-centered therapy. In my practice, I practice more, I make use mostly of CBT, PCT. I sometimes add a bit of ACT. I sometimes use a bit of Gestalt therapy on clients, especially the empty chair methodology. But it's all like, you will find out that the more you practice, the more you'll start to mix things up. You'll mix your therapies up, because each therapy, we can't go like just this is how I'm supposed to do PCT, where your client is different. I adapt my situation, I adapt my therapy to my client, because each client is unique, each client is different, each client sees the world different. And if you want to give them maximum therapy, you need to know your client and put your client first. Talk to you later when I do the workshop. Have an awesome day, and let those workshops come, or let those assessments come in. We need one a week to finish on time. See you later.